Thank you, everyone. So firstly, when RJ contacted me and asked me if I would say a few words, he didn't actually give a lot of direction. So I hope you don't mind, but I have a 20-slide presentation on Java 8 coding practices. First slide, please. There seems to be a problem with the projector, so while we're waiting for that, quite often as you meet people in technology circles, they'll ask you where you are, and then they'll ask you where were you before that. And it always seems disingenuous just to say Ishi systems, because it really doesn't capture the essence of how important Ishi systems has been to me, and I think to everyone. And when I think about it, I try to think, what's a good way to try and summarize? And I came up with as good a metaphor as possible was The Wizard of Oz. Now, I hope that some of you are familiar with The Wizard of Oz. I mean, it's a classic movie. For those of you who are younger, I think they remade it recently, but I wouldn't know. And it's obviously there are flying monkeys, and there's I think Wikipedia described it as a middle-aged man behind the curtains pulling the strings. There's no reference at all to anyone we know at Ishi. Because if you forget about the witches and the flying monkeys and things like that, what it's really about is a story about three friends who take a journey together, each to find something special that they're missing. One of them is looking for courage, one for intelligence, a brain, one for a heart, and the fourth for home. And they hope that the journey will allow them to find these things. But when the journey is finally over and they're disappointed that they are not able to receive these from the great Wizard of Oz, they discover that these were things they already had within themselves. And I think that anyone who goes through the doors of Ishi systems has that same realization, that they have a brain because Ishi systems gives them an opportunity to explore that and to exercise that, that they have a heart because Ishi systems is the most loving and compassionate of, employers does not begin to describe the relationship that everyone has with each other. That they have courage already, the courage not to be scared to fail in your undertakings. Because it's only by being that brave that you can be this successful. And finally, that you truly do find home. Home with the people that you spend so much of your time with and that you're happy to come and spend that time with. So everyone's given a lot of interesting quotes. Mine is probably the least sophisticated, but I hope will resonate with everyone. And that is whether Ishi has 5 or 500 employees, there's no place like home. Thank you very much, RJ.